I love the flexibility of the Swytch system, and I've spent lots of money and 4 years testing all 3 generations, plus all of the battery options. This video is about which one you should buy in 2026. For complete transparency, I have no association with Swytch. I don't get any commission and I pay the same as everybody else. There are cheaper systems and some more powerful, but I recommend the Swytch system because it's easy to put together, it's well manufactured, it's time proven, and it's completely legal. I just love the system and I want to share what I've learned over the 4 years using their kits. Although the second generation Swytch kit has been discontinued, you can still pick them up cheaply online from places like eBay, and they can be a great starter. Generations 3 and 4 are called MAX and GO by Swytch. They're both actively sold and are priced around the same. They are in fact quite different from each other and are attractive to different types of cyclists. So let's go through the benefits of each one and see where you fit into their thinking. Performance is the same for the MAX or the GO. The GO weighs a little bit more than the MAX, but not much, and it sits in a different place on the bike, making the weight distribution better. Now to the battery or power pack. Although these batteries are not allowed on a plane, I've flown with my Swytch bike on multiple occasions legally, and I can tell you how in another video. They charge at the same speed, and you can get a good charge when you stop for coffee. Don't forget to tip as a thank you. Swytch say this 180 battery will do 15 to 20 miles, but that's probably on maximum power all the time. I personally used the MAX 180 on a trip around the southwest tip of Ireland with lots of steep hills, doing around 50 miles or 80k a day, and I never ran out of power. With the MAX you can get a smaller wheel size for folding bike. They fit both rim and disc brakes, but you have to specify this during the buying process. And the MAX is quite a bit smaller than the GO. The motor is in the hub on the front wheel. You can get the power from the back wheel if you choose that, but for weight distribution I recommend the front wheel for the motor. The power output is the same for all Swytch systems and is legal to UK standards, unlike many other e-bikes and e-bike conversion kits. On the Swytch kit, the motor for all 3 generations is the same, 250 watts. That's the law in the UK. The power assistance cuts out at 25k an hour, but you don't need assistance at that speed anyway. Power assistance also stops if you stop pedaling. You stop pedaling because you don't want to go any faster. If you want to break these laws, buy a moped. So let's talk about which power pack is right for you. The MAX and the GO have the same capacity at 180 Wh, but the battery size you need depends completely on how much you use it and which of the 5 settings you choose. If you want more battery capacity, the Swytch system has a few options. I'm going to flip through them quickly. The MAX Plus and GO Plus have the same capacity as each other, and they say 30 to 40 miles. But if you don't use full power all the time, it will go a lot further. The MAX Plus is slightly bigger than the MAX because of the added light at the front. The MAX Plus Plus and GO Plus Plus have 360 to 370 watt hours of power. I've recently cycled in normally with the GO Plus Plus. For 6 days, I could have used it all week without charging. And here's the bike I used. Now here is the big reveal. Swytch show it on their website, but this is a big deal and I want to shout about it. Series 3 or MAX has a smaller battery called Air. You're allowed by law to take 2 of these spare batteries in the cabin with you, whilst your bike goes in the hold. I'll tell you exactly how to do it in another video. You'd better subscribe now so you don't miss it. Now I'm going to go through each of the 3 Swytch systems and why they might be right for you. Firstly, Generation 2. I converted my wife's bike over 4 years ago and it still performs the same now as it did then. At the time it was revolutionary for my family because it meant that my wife and my children could cycle with me anywhere, and they still do. The reason I switched my bike was because I'm almost 70 and I recently developed a heart problem. The best thing for my health is to keep cycling, and the reason I went for the Generation 3 is because I want to cycle near home and abroad, and I can take my bike anywhere, on trains, ferries and planes. The Generation 2 system isn't made anymore, but if you want to try it before you upgrade, go to eBay, you might find a bargain. Generation 3 or MAX is their best seller. One reason is that it looks cool and can come in many different colours. It's light and simple to add on and remove the battery, making it easy to use. And most battery versions also have an integrated front light and USB 3 connection. The main reason I personally have this system on one of my bikes is so that I can take it on a plane and go anywhere I want. Power performance between all 3 generations is no different. They all have 5 settings to choose from. It's all about the battery size. The Generation 4 or the GO series is the latest version, and what they have done is very inventive. You can now place the battery pretty much anywhere on the bike. I personally like it on the frame just in front of my saddle. Weight distribution is ideal, which makes handling even better. I tend to forget I have a battery, until I get to the hills of course. It's all about what type of riding you do, and how you want your bike to look, and how it feels when you're cycling. So, for a quick overview, choose Generation 2 if you want to try it out first, you're on a tight budget. Choose the MAX series if you want to get your battery on and off quickly and you want cycling flexibility. That's for the MAX and the MAX Plus. The MAX Plus Plus is heavy for the front of the bike and makes steering difficult. Choose the GO if you want the latest technology and you go on longer rides. These batteries are for those who want to use power the whole time. It's like having your own bike, but with the power of many e-bikes for much less money. Situated under the saddle gives a much better weight distribution. Just a quick note, e-bikes are banned from airplanes, and I'm going to tell you after this comparison how to get your e-bike legally onto the plane and go somewhere a bit warmer. So stay tuned and subscribe to get the next video.